sloppy Joe, sloppy, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy, sloppy Joe, yeah.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. So I got to thank One-Legged Honda Mechanic for this one. Bubba being he had posted it on Facebook. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. He said you should make it. I was like, okay. So, and I mean, I'm a big Sloppy Joe fan anyway. It kind of takes me back to childhood of being messy, being able to be messy and eat, and you not be really in trouble for being messy. So I always enjoyed it. So this was the Sloppy Joe Cornbread something. Y'all saw it in the title. But I changed it up just slightly, but not much, because if I'm making Sloppy Joes, I like to have onions in mine. And it said for making it never did say any seasoning in with cooking your ground beef, and I've got to season stuff, so I'm not going to not season it. So that's my little tweak to it. So we'll jump over through the ingredients right fast and what's going into it. So it's 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and then like I said, I'm putting the onion and all in it, and then season it. Manwich we'll cook into it afterwards. We got the meat done. Then for the cornbread mix, it's 2 eggs, the cream style corn Jiffy mix, and then 1 cup of cheese to go in it, and then 1/2 cup of milk. And then we'll top with the other cup of cheese when it's done, or when the cornbread's cooked off. So we'll cook the cornbread for 20 minutes, take it out, and then we'll top it with the ground beef, the Manwich, once we got it cooked off, top with cheese, back in for another 20 minutes. So I'll get the Jiffy mix mixed up. Alrighty y'all, so what's going in the little cornbread mix is this the Jiffy cornbread mix, just one of the little containers will go in. 1 can of cream style corn, it's the 14.75 ounce of it, and 2 good old eggs, cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 1/2 cup of milk. So now let's just mix this up. There we go. Got it mixed it good, and then it goes into a 13x9 baking dish. Grease baking dish, it said, even out. And then this is going to go into a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. So I'll get that in the oven, and then I'll probably see you back when I'm cooking up the ground beef. So see y'all in a few. Alrighty y'all, got my skillet, it's warmed up pretty good. So throw in my ground beef, throw in my onions. And then, it didn't say season the meat, but like I said again, if I'm cooking ground beef or whatever else like that for Manwich, I'm gonna season it up. So I'm using Morton seasoning salt for it. So there we go. So now I'll just cook this up till it's browned over good, and then it said to drain it, and then we'll wait for the cornbread to get kind of cooked off for the 20 minutes. We'll take it out, put the ground beef on top of it after it's kind of cooked with the Manwich too. for a little bit. So cook this through, drain it, cook it with that for about 5 minutes, and then we'll top it on top of this, and then we'll put cheese on the top. So I'll get this cooked through, and then I'll see you back when I'm topping it off. So see y'all in a few. Alrighty, y'all, this cornbread mix is fixing to be done. There it goes. Let's get this out so we can put the mix on top of it. It's already looking really good. It smells good. I'm not the biggest Jiffy fan, because I don't really like sweet cornbread, but with the mixture into it, I think it's going to be really good. So get this. Sweet balls in it gets heavy. I love cast iron. If y'all watch my channel, y'all know I do. But it is heavy. But I really enjoy how it cooks and what all you can do with it. So there we go. Got that spread it on the top. Now it said just a cup of cheese to top, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. So I got extra in the back there. So yeah. No. So that's a alteration as well. More cheese. Because it's hard to go wrong with more cheese spread around good. I'm not gonna touch this like I touched my pizza pan that time, going back in the oven. Woo, that wasn't fun. And if y'all haven't seen that, go back and watch it, and you can laugh at me. So there we go. Got that top good, so now we'll go back in the oven. It said for 20 minutes, so let's get that. There we go. So I'll see y'all back in around 20 minutes or so, but just a second for y'all. So I'll see y'all in a few. Well, alrighty, y'all, got it done here, so I'll throw up a quick video on the screen so you can see it closer up. But it browned up a lot more than what I thought. So if you don't want it that brown, I'd say go about 15 minutes instead of the 20 minutes that it says to cook the additional after you've baked the first 20. So it still feels pretty hot. So I'm gonna let it cool, and I'll chat back over what we did. So I had the Jiffy mix, 2 eggs, half a cup of milk, a cup of shredded cheese, and what else went in there? I think that was it. And sweet corn, that's right, the cream corn. So that went all in the bottom for the base. Got that mixed all up, put that in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. And while that was cooking, I did my ground beef, the onion, and seasoning. It didn't call for the onion or seasoning. If I'm cooking Manwich Sloppy Joe's, I'm adding onions and seasoning to it. I'm not gonna just do plain ground beef and it. I think you need more flavor than that. So once I got my meat browned off, I drained it good, put it back on the stove, put my can of Manwich in, and cooked it for an additional, it said 5 minutes, but I had 9 minutes left on my cornbread mix. So I just cooked it slow for that 9 minutes while that finished off. Then once it was done, took it out, put my ground beef mixture over the top of the cornbread, spread it out evenly. And then it said for a cup of cheese to go just on the top. And a cup of cheese, y'all saw, only went to about right here. So I'd say at least 2 cups of cheese needs to go on the top to finish it off. So, and then I say bake for 15 minutes instead of the 20 minutes. I'm still fine with that. It's browned up good. It's fine with me, but some people might think it's just a touch too dark. It's not burnt, it's darker than what you might think the cheese, you'd want the cheese to be. Get me a chunk out, see how it is. It says to let it cool 5 to 10 minutes, and I think I've surpassed that mark. So try to get me a little chunk out here. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Manwich fan. or not Manwich. I like Manwich, I like Sloppy Joe's a lot. But big Jiffy fan by itself, because I like savory cornbread over sweet cornbread. Came out pretty good. Still, whoo, it's hot. You can see the, maybe I can see the steam coming off that. It's still hot, but I guess if I was in an oven for 40 minutes, I would be hot too. So it smells good. So that Manwich is coming through. I'm a big Sloppy Joe fan. Just like I said, it takes me back to childhood, good old ABC school of eating them there. It's hot. It smells good. It smells that sweet, rich, meaty smell that you get with Manwich. You can get that corn coming through in the cornbread and that sweet corn. It smells good. So it's still hot. Give it a few blows. Try to cool it off before I do the reverse blow when I put it in my mouth. When you're so I'd say at least go 10 minutes. I went 8 minutes, so I'd say at least go 10. You'd probably go 15 to let it cool. It cut really good, so that's why you kind of let it sit for a little bit. That way it'll cut good to come out. Still pretty warm, but that's pretty good. I like it. Get that creamy sweet corn taste, and then that cheesy Manwich on top. That is good. Definitely season the meat. Don't go plain without seasoning the meat. And if you're an onion fan, definitely put in onions and cook with your ground beef, because not only is it going to be a little texture, it's going to give a lot more flavor to the ground beef and the Manwich. So, very good. I knew when I read it, I was like, because I'm a Sloppy Joe fan. So it's like an open face Sloppy Joe kind of. Nope, lost the bite. It'd be good with jalapenos and onions cooked with the Manwich. Give that just a little bit more kick of spice, and then a little greeny in color in there. Thank you, Ben. So I'm getting to eat, so thank you. And it's fun to cook too. It holds the heat, man. Well, maybe y'all can see that steam just rolling off there. Oh, it's hot. It's good. I like it. I definitely say make it, but change it up a little bit from what they said. Add onions, possibly jalapenos, about 2 or 3 chopped up fine jalapenos, 1 good sized onion, season off your ground beef. I mean, it's 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and then cook that off all together and add your Manwich in. And then for the topping, change it up, go with 2 cups of cheese instead of 1 cup of cheese, and then check it at 15 minutes instead of the 20 minutes. So 15 to 20 on the finishing cook. And you could change up the cheese on top. If you wanted mozzarella, pepper jack, oh yeah. Pepper jack would be a good change, because I like that touch of spice in there that it gives. Not hot, but it's just like, ooh, that's nice. Colby, Monster, Monterey Jack. You change it up whatever you want, but I think that will be when I make it again, because I definitely make it again. is change it up and still do cheddar cheese and, well, no, do pepper jack in my cornbread mix, add jalapenos, and then do pepper jack on top. And you could have you some fresh jalapenos or pickled jalapenos and line all over the top of it to add a little bit more look to it. I definitely say make this one. It's good. Thank you, Ben. I'm enjoying it for sure. So I'm gonna chow on down on this so y'all don't have to watch it. So hope y'all enjoyed this one. I hope y'all make it. I say make it, but it's good. So y'all like, share, and subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. And when you do, you're welcomed on into the Head to Tail family, and we'll love you and welcome you in. So thank y'all again, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
I made them extra sloppy for you. I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Lady, you're scaring us.